Hello and welcome to episode 3 of my beta save on FM24 with Liverpool. Coming up on today's episode, 2 games for you. We're at home to West Ham and away to Wolves. So let's get straight into it, and the team to face West Ham is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the team to face West Ham, and it is Kelleher in goal, back 4 of Robertson, Van Dijk, Matip and Alexander-Arnold, Endo at the base of midfield, Szoboszlai and McAllister ahead of him, Nunez on the left wing, Diaz on the right, Mohamed Salah up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant is emphasising the fact that we're favourites, and that's for a reason, and that they should go out there and make sure they're left in no doubt as to why. So I'm going to pump the fists and agree with him, and let's get out into the tunnel. Given Luis Diaz's lack of match fitness, how long can he last out there? He'll give us what he's got, and hopefully that'll be enough. How much easier is life as a manager when you have Alexis McAllister in your squad? He makes us stronger, absolutely. How well do you think Wataru Endo might play? I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. So let's get out there and kick the match off. And as always, first 10 minutes we'll just see how things go. Ward-Prowse to Agard into Cresswell. I'm just going to speed it up very slightly actually, and that's a little bit quick actually. I wonder if we can knock it down half a notch. In fact, I'll leave it like that for now. So we're coming up to 10 minutes in, and it's still 0-0. Salah's free kick. Szoboszlai is back with Salah, and Bowen brings it away for West Ham. Szoboszlai to Endo, into McAllister, round the corner to Darwin Nunez. He gives it straight to Cresswell, but Alexander-Arnold's won it back. Matip into Alexander-Arnold, who's going to turn, play it back. Matip into McAllister. Endo to Szoboszlai, finds Salah, and Mohamed Salah doesn't miss those, and he hasn't missed this one. It is Liverpool 1, West Ham 0, but it has gone for a VAR check, and the goal's given. It is 1-0, and that should put us back on top of the league. Robertson's throw-in works its way to Darwin Nunez. His shot is saved and will get a corner. And it is Robertson with the left-footed in-swinging corner, headed up in the air, and Salah wins it back, finds Robertson, who is able to hold on to it, finds Endo, McAllister to Szoboszlai, out to Diaz on the left-hand side, and it's cleared by Bowen. Paqueta over halfway, finds Ings. Ings crosses, headed away, and Darwin Nunez will bring it clear, finds Salah, who's drifted out to the left hand side. Salah crosses, but that's too close to Fabianski, and the chance is gone. So coming up to the 20-minute mark, still holding on to a 1-0 lead. Tottenham have usurped us at the top of the table, so we do need to score again if we want to go back there. No sign of that at the moment, but equally we're playing reasonably well, so there's no reason to panic yet. Matip to Van Dijk, plays it into Darwin Nunez, back to Wataru Endo, Szoboszlai to Nunez, round the corner for Robertson. His crossfield ball to Diaz, and it's headed over the top of the crossbar. So another chance not taken, but we've got the ball back. Alexander-Arnold to Matip, over the top for Diaz, back to Matip, out to Alexander-Arnold, who's got the chance to whip a cross in, turns down the opportunity, plays it back instead to Joel Matip, McAllister to Szoboszlai, who shoots, and it's well wide in the end. So disappointing, but we get a throw in now. Alexander-Arnold to Diaz, across to Szoboszlai, who reverse pass to Luis Diaz, and his shot goes wide. Another chance goes begging, and Ings is dispossessed, so we win the ball back. Szoboszlai to Van Dijk, into Szoboszlai, out to Robertson on the left hand side, to Szoboszlai, into the area for Darwin Núñez, and Fabianski with the save. And that should be that for the first half, but we'll get one more chance from a corner. Alexander-Arnold with the right-footed in-swinger, headed up rather than away. Van Dijk back to Salah, and Salah has smashed it in to make it 2-0. And that definitely should be that for the first half, and it is indeed. So let's go in and give the lads some words of encouragement. Going well, but capable of better. I like that, so we'll go with that one. In terms of performance, I'm absolutely fine with everyone. I think it's a case of what can we bring to the table from the bench to help us out, and I think Gomez on for Alexander-Arnold is a good shout. Tsimikas on for Robertson, and Luis Diaz can come off for Cody Gakpo, and that will do for now. In fact, what I am also going to do is give Darwin Núñez the second half off and bring on Youssoufa Moukoko. So give him 45 minutes again. And let's see if we can add to our tally in the second half. Matip into McAllister to Gakpo on the right hand side. Gakpo beats his man, gets the cross in, it's headed away, but Ward-Prowse puts it behind for a corner, and we'll get the chance to put it in the box again. And it is Tsimikas with the left-footed in-swinger to the near post. Header is over the top, and the highlight comes to an end. And that is almost an hour gone with 2 goals to the good. We have returned to the top of the table. I'm not sure how or why, because the Tottenham score, as far as I can see, hasn't changed. It's Ward-Prowse's corner, headed up rather than away, and it pinballs around. Endo clears, and the highlight comes to an end. And we've got one more substitution available, so I won't use it yet. We'll keep hold of it for a while longer. There's certainly nobody performance-wise that needs to come off. Tsimikas' corner, headed in by Van Dijk for 3-0. And that absolutely wraps up the win. And I think now we take Salah off and bring on Harvey Elliott, and then swap the wingers over. So Gakpo into the area. Gakpo gets to the byline, pulls it back for Gomez, back to Endo, onto Tsimikas, Szoboszlai, and the shot is pushed behind. The change is made. We'll get the corner, and then I will switch the wingers. It's played in, headed away. Tsimikas pulls it back to Gakpo, who thunders in a shot, and Fabianski makes the save. So Elliott and Gakpo can swap round, confirm that change, and Gomez picks up the ball, finds Endo into McAllister, Szoboszlai to McAllister, into Moukoko, forward for Gakpo. Moukoko looking to break into the box. Gakpo's won the corner, and it will be an in-swinger from Tsimikas, but we don't get to see it. And this time it's down at the other end, and Kelleher makes the grab from the cross. Kelleher plays it short to Joel Matip. And Matip into McAllister, who plays it straight back to him. Matip goes to McAllister again, and he gives it straight back. So I'm not sure why those two keep swapping passes. It's not really getting us anywhere. But this time McAllister goes forward, and Elliott keeps it in, finds Gomez onto McAllister, and it's cleared eventually by James Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse with a free kick. That's deflected by Van Dijk for a corner. Into the last 5 minutes, it's still 3-0. Ward-Prowse's right-footed out-swinger. And it's Matip with the header away. Paqueta to Ward-Prowse, who gives it him back. Ward-Prowse to Zuma. Zuma looking to get a cross in, finds Ward-Prowse. Zuma to Ward-Prowse again. McAllister intercepts and clears to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai to Elliott, onto Moukoko, and Youssoufa Moukoko has his first goal for Liverpool. And that's 4-0, unless this is wiped out by an offside flag. It isn't. It is 4-0. Moukoko is off the mark for Liverpool. And what a way to round off a brilliant victory. So Zuma now for West Ham to Agard. Agard, diagonal ball out to Koufal, onto Bowen. Bowen into the area, don't foul him. Ball pulled back, it's cleared. Endo to Elliott. Elliott forward, but it's given away to Mavropanos. Highlight comes to an end. And we're in stoppage time. That should be that. And there's one more highlight. It's West Ham highlight. Ward-Prowse's right-footed out-swinging corner again. And it's Endo who is there to collect it. It's played forward for Moukoko. Can't get there, but Elliott picks up the scraps. Finds Gomez. Played into McAllister. Onto Elliott. McAllister. Back to Matip. And that's the full-time whistle. Liverpool 4. West Ham United 0. And I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode and a Premier League trip to Wolves. Team for this one is Alisson in goal, back for Robertson, Van Dijk, Matip and Alexander-Arnold. Ryan Gravenberch comes in for his debut at the base of midfield. Szoboszlai and McAllister ahead of him, Diaz on the left, Salah on the right, Nunez up front. So let's submit the team. I'm going to give a team talk. Okay, my assistant wants them to pick up where they left off. Yeah, I can see why he's gone with that. However, I'm going to disagree with him. I'm going to point the finger, tell them we're favourites and I want us to play like it. Okay, let's get out there into the tunnel. Do I think Trent Alexander-Arnold will struggle today, as some pundits do? Every player in my squad has got my trust, end of. Does Jose Sar's absence make your job easier? They're still a very good team. That doesn't change. Can I explain the changes? To bring Alisson and Gravenberch in. Just making things a bit fresh, that's all. Okay, let's get into the action. And it is Wolves who get us underway. Lemina to Sarabia, back to Kilman. And Max Kilman to Totti. Kilman into Doyle in midfield. Diaz is in to win it back, and the highlight comes to an end. And at the moment we're down in 3rd place in the league, so we do need to get a move on and get a goal in this one. Matip comes out of the back 4, squares it to Van Dijk, to Robertson on the left hand side. Robertson being closed down, and Neto's won it off him. And Pedro Neto down the right for Wolves. He's crossed it in, and Alisson is there to make the save. So I'm going to keep an eye on how Robertson is playing. He's not started off that well. So Gravenberch into Szoboszlai. Forward to Diaz, round the corner for Darwin Núñez. He's out to the left hand side. Gets to the byline, pulls it back to Robertson. Szoboszlai with the shot, and it's just wide. Very, very close. And we've got a corner, I think. Yeah, corner into the area. And the header is straight at Bentley in the Wolves goal. I think that's Daniel Bentley. Doherty with the throw-in. Sarabia to Doyle. And he finds Torres, back to Lemina. Torres, Alexander-Arnold takes it off him, and Alisson clears. Darwin Núñez loses out. Doyle finds Doherty. And Wolves come forward again. Gravenberch wins it back. Van Dijk's given it away though. And Wolves have scored. It's Pedro Neto, and it's Wolves 1, Liverpool 0. That was all our own doing. And we need a demand more. Robertson with the throw in. And that's a penalty. I want it to be Mo Salah with the spot kick. Penalty is confirmed. I'm not going to get the chance to change it. And I think that is number 11, Mo Salah. It is. And he scores. So it is 1-1. We're back on level terms after just 10 minutes. And looking good at the moment to potentially go on and win the game. Let's demand more again though. Maybe that wasn't the right answer. It hasn't been universally well accepted. McAllister's ball in. Darwin down to Szoboszlai. And the keeper's pushed it behind for a corner. And it's Alexander-Arnold with the corner. Right-footed in swinger. Header from Van Dijk is over the top. And the chance is gone. But we get another one. Alexander-Arnold again with another right-footed in swinger. Headed away. Matip back to Alexander-Arnold. Matip all the way back to Robertson. Into Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. Salah's been closed down, but he's kept the ball and found Alexander-Arnold. Feeds Darwin Núñez, who puts the ball in the back of the net. And it is Wolves 1, Liverpool 2. We've played 23 minutes. And it's a free kick to Liverpool. Salah to McAllister. Falls to Núñez. And he can't keep the shot down. So we are in the lead, but not comfortable at this stage. Wolves still a very big threat. Szoboszlai back to Van Dijk. Finds Robertson, who comes infield and then goes outside again. Back to Bentley in the Wolves goal after they win it back. Bentley's come a long way, cleared it forward, but Van Dijk's under it. Finds Gravenberch to Matip, into McAllister, plays it forward to Diaz, into Mo Salah, and Bentley with the save. So we'll get another corner. 27 minutes gone now. Robertson with a left-footed in swinger. headed away. Torres completes the clearance. Salah is onto it though, and the highlight comes to an end. McAllister's free kick, and that's hit the post and come back, and it ends up in the arms of Daniel Bentley in the Wolves goal. Daniel Bentley with the long clearance downfield. Robertson brings it down and finds Alisson, who gives it straight back to him. Robertson comes up to halfway, beats his man, beats two in fact, finds Diaz, who's been nibbled at but hasn't gone down. It's pulled back from McAllister, and Salah's finished off the chance. And that is 3-1. And we are firmly back on top of the table. Robertson now with a throw-in. Van Dijk to Szoboszlai, into McAllister. Finds Salah, back to Alexander-Arnold. Infield to McAllister. Back to Matip. Finds McAllister to Szoboszlai. It's given away. Neto gives it straight to Van Dijk so we can counter again. Van Dijk to Gravenberch, who gives it straight back to Sarabia. And Torres feeds Cunha. Cunha into the area and finds the back of the net. Mateus Cunha makes it Wolves 2, Liverpool 3. This is not done yet. So demanding more. And in fact, it's Bentley with the free kick. Diaz wins the header, finds Darwin Núñez. Back to Robertson. Feeds it into Szoboszlai. Finds McAllister. His ball to Salah. Back to Gravenberch. Feeds Alexander-Arnold on the right. Back to Szoboszlai, who shoots, and Bentley pushes it behind. That shot was too hot for him to hold, so we've won a corner. Alexander-Arnold with the right-footed in-swinger, and it's headed up and away, only as far as the edge of the area. Robertson now to Diaz, back to Matip, and the highlight comes to an end. And we've completely controlled this first half, despite the fact the score is only 3-2. And anything other than a win at this stage is completely undeserved. Wolves have scored with their only 2 shots on target, and we go in at half-time 3-2 up, going well, capable of even better. We need defensive changes, I feel, potentially, but Alexis McAllister needs to come off, so we'll bring on Harvey Elliott. And Dominic Szoboszlai is going to be replaced by Curtis Jones. So 2 of the youngsters are going to get some game time. And also, I'm going to take Darwin Núñez off and bring Moukoko on. So 3 changes at half time. Start the second half. And it's Moukoko to Elliott to Salah. Back to Gravenberch, into Jones, finds Robertson on the left-hand side. Diaz runs down the left flank, is dispossessed by Doherty. Doyle to Sarabia, and the highlight comes to an immediate end. Another Liverpool highlight, Robertson to Diaz, feeds Alexander-Arnold, forward to Salah, who's dispossessed. Totti comes out to the left for Wolves, plays it back to Kilman, who's being closed down but finds Doyle. Lamina, crossfield ball, picks out Neto, back to Doherty, finds Neto. Diaz wins it back, but then Neto is in to get it back for Wolves. Falls to Lamina, finds Torres, into Cunha, the block from Van Dijk, and it's a corner to Wolves. So Wolves have come out absolutely flying. I think we'll go with encourage at this stage, as it's flicked on and Van Dijk takes no chances putting it behind. And the players don't like that encourage. So we're going to need to try something different. It's headed away and the highlight comes to an end. I think I might have to demand more given that we've conceded twice. Matip's going to come off for Joe Gomez. In fact, no. Cancel that. Matip for Per Schurz. Salah down the right hand side feeds Moukoko. Crossfield ball to Diaz, and Diaz finds the back of the net, and we've got some breathing space. Wolves 2, Liverpool 4. 56 minutes gone. So first time in the match we've looked reasonably comfortable since it was 3-1. And now it's Gravenberch coming forward into the area. Gravenberch plays it back to Alexander-Arnold. Elliott beats his man, finds Schurz. Into Jones, onto Diaz. Out to Robertson on the left. Robertson with the shot. Bentley with the save. And we'll have a corner. And I think we've already used... In fact, we've got one more substitution available. So we can make one more if we need to. And I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to hold on to it until the last 10 minutes. And it will be Alexander-Arnold, I think. Schurz with the shot. Bentley with the save. It's either going to be Alexander-Arnold or Salah. Either one of those could come off for fatigue reasons. Salah shoots and that's deflected off Totti and behind for a corner. That is Robertson with the corner. Left-footed in-swinger then. Headed away. Robertson into the area. Feeds Alexander-Arnold. Falls to Gravenberch. Back to Jones. Schurz clips it out to Robertson. It's cleared by Neto. Highlight comes to an end. Free kick to Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold to Salah. And it's cleared only as far as Robertson. Highlight comes to an end. And I think I'm going to hold on even longer before I make the decision. Diaz to Van Dijk. Schurz into Elliott. Back to Schurz again. Plays it into Harvey Elliott. Back to Schurz. Those two monopolising the ball at the moment. Elliott again. This time he's gone the other way. In fact, he only finds Doyle though, the Wolves player. We've won it back. Jones to Moukoko. Elliott with the shot. And it's just wide. So I think it is going to be Mo Salah that's going to come off. And it will be Cody Gakpo to come on. As I think it's Per Schurz has scored to make it 5-2. I'll confirm that for you in a moment. I'm fairly sure it is actually. Yes, it is. It's Per Schurz with the 5th goal. And it's Torres with the free kick. Finds Cunha. Turns it round the corner to Bellegarde. And it's out for a corner to Wolves. Diaz is absolutely shattered. But we're out of subs. We've only got 7 minutes to go. Clip to the back post. And Alisson is there to claim it. So at this point we'll go attacking. And see if we can grab a 6th goal to round off a truly brilliant win. And we're not going to get a chance, I don't think. Cunha to Bellegarde. It's played forward for He-Chan. He-Chan is dispossessed by Alexander-Arnold, who finds Gakpo. He plays it into midfield for Diaz. Out to the left-hand side, with Diaz still with it. Turns, he's dispossessed by Bellegarde. but he's nipped in to win it back. Robertson comes forward, cuts inside, and he's gone for the shot, but it's too high and slightly wide. And that should be enough to see us to a 5-2 win. Schurz gives the ball away to Hee-chan. Plays continuing. Gakpo's won it back, finds Alisson to Van Dijk, into Robertson, to Curtis Jones, finds Diaz, back to Curtis Jones, forward to Elliott, plays continuing, Gakpo to Gravenberch, Elliott to Gakpo, forward but Kilman's in the way, Totti's clearance, Schurz with the interception, Jones comes forward, finds, in fact, Hee-chan's in the way, Van Dijk wins the header, and that's full time. Wolves 2, Liverpool 5. I'll be back in a moment with the league table and to show you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, time now for the look at the league table, and as you can see we're top of the table, 4 wins out of 4, one of 3 teams with a perfect record. It's the number of goals we've scored that's particularly impressive, 15 in those 4 matches so far. The others with a perfect record being Arsenal and Manchester United. So let's now take a look at what is coming up on the next episode. And I did say I'm going to show you the vast majority of matches during this season. I'm going to show you Crystal Palace. I'll then play Maccabi Haifa off camera, and I'll then show you the Premier League game against Nottingham Forest. I don't think there's any point showing you any of the Europa League group games. We're expected to progress comfortably, and I think we will. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.